All right. Good morning, everybody. I see some folks still getting on the call, so let's give it another minute or two. Just 9 o'clock straight up on Friday. Happy Friday. We have some cool things going on in the group. And I noticed that a lot of what's happening is we're sharing this. Sorry for the looking around weirdly. We're sharing this kind of offline too, a lot among the group, and we're having some cool fun. So I wanted to talk today specifically, and let me just try to wangle so I can at least glance at the chat if anyone has some things. I will try to get to them, but I wanted to talk today specifically about some success that one of our members who's not on the call, is that true? I don't think she's on the call. Roberta Perry from Scrubs. You've probably seen her in the Facebook group talking about the story that she has, stories that she has. So I just want to walk through the process because I think it's kind of cool and applicable for anybody. So she had an idea, which was basically a story. So she wrote out this whole long story about the situations where people are using her product, right, for to make their hands better. Cold, throwing snowballs was the story with the kids. Dirty, changing tires with, from somebody who doesn't really know how to do that, getting all dirty. And then cooking, the smells that you get from cooking. So that was all one big story. And then we started talking about it and realized that the opening paragraph, which was the 3 different stories that I just told you, actually could be 3 stories. And then the closing 2 paragraphs of her story, which was basically, we have the solution, here's how to get it, could become a simple close. So that is what I would like to walk you through today. Good morning, everybody. Just checking the chat to make sure. As you know, in the past, once in a while, we have some audio problems. Today is not that day. Excuse me for my throat here. So Roberta Perry Scrubs, we have these 3 stories, and she asked for feedback. She got feedback from a friend who said too long. Somebody else said too much. So it wasn't great positive feedback, which sucks when you ask your friends for feedback on something. So I wanted to talk to this because I have experienced plenty of this. So you do something really cool, you think it's good, you ask your friends for feedback. Sometimes they interpret that as, would you criticize this for me? And if that's not, sometimes that's what we need. But if that's not what you're looking for, maybe you should phrase it a little bit differently to, hey, what do you think of these stories? Do you like them? Now they're predisposed to say, yeah, generally kind of do. So don't let feedback ward you off. So she has these 3 great stories. Snowballs, dirty hands, cooking hands. Solution. It's a perfect story structure. So I talked to her on the phone for a little bit. Sorry she can't be on this call. Let me just check the chat again. No Roberta. But Roberta's doing a cool job. First of all, she is not shy to use video. She's got a great anchor video on her website talking about why she does what she does and what that means and how she's in business with her sister and what led her to making these Scrubs products, right? Here's skincare, not my specialty, but I'm kind of intrigued in what she does because it tells the story of what led her to do this. And I might have to start taking better care of my skin. But so now she has these 3 stories. Let's talk this through because a lot of times I hear from a lot of people, okay, now what? We do talk about this in the program, but here's the now what. We take each one of those stories and just take one. And she immediately did this with a program called Animoto. We'll give these resources. Probably Megan's scribbling a list of resources that I talk about, and we'll make that available in the group with links and everything later. But so Roberta takes the 3 stories and says, oh, I can make them into a video. There's a program called Animoto There's a free version and then I'm sure a paid version where you just add the stuff and it makes the video. You type in the text, you add the photos, it makes the video. Nice and easy. So now she's got 3 stories, 3 scripts, 3 videos. And the videos are simple. And there were, you know, she didn't have to shoot them. They're all just photos and text and a little bit of music. So really easy to do. And now what, though? But see, here's the perfect thing. Now she's got a quiver, or she's got a bunch of stories in her quiver, right? She's got a backlog or a supply. So one of the difficult things about marketing on social media is sometimes we get caught up in the, what do I post? What do I post? What do I post? We do that. We're not so obvious about it because Megan and I like to think that we know what we're doing, or we like to have you think we know what we're doing. But everybody gets into the what do I post routine. How do I tell my story? How do I reach the most number of people? So this is I'm sorry, I keep checking in on the chat to see if Roberta's chiming in. So we get to talk about her even though she's not here today. So the videos came out really good. They're engaging. They're different. They're eye-catching. So, but here's how to reach the most number of people. So you let's just take the snowball story. So she's got the script that went into the video, and now she's got the video. So now she can take that script, and it's a blog post. Add the video for interest. Take a screenshot of the video for the artwork for the blog post. Totally great. But now you got that little video, so put that video up on YouTube. Same video, just the snowball story, the simple video. Put it up on YouTube, on your YouTube channel, and then in the description box, first thing you want to have is a link back to the website, back to your website. In her case, Scrubs Body. I don't have the URL right up. Megan will put that in the group as well. So YouTube, first thing in the YouTube description box, it says the URL, so people can click right there. And then the script, because that will give Google, can't search a video, Google can search the script about the video so people know what's in it. So now you're beginning to get found that way. And same story, now it's on your blog. And it's on YouTube. So post it to Facebook. Now with the video, it's easy just to post a link to Facebook from YouTube, but Facebook likes Facebook video better. So what she's going to do is she's going to take the video that she made of the snowball story and upload it into Facebook, which is referred to as native video because it lives on Facebook. Facebook wants you to stay on Facebook. They don't really want you to watch a YouTube video and then risk going to YouTube. So video files or videos that are uploaded directly to Facebook get better play, get seen by more people. So no reason not to do that. And now you have a Facebook post on your business page with the video and the script. Now, along the way, Roberta's put up this story on the blog post. She can send a tweet about that. She put it up on YouTube. She can send a tweet about that. Now she's putting it onto Facebook. She can send a tweet about that. She can also do the same thing on Google+. Whether you want to engage on Google+ at this point, as there seems to often be in a state of transition, you should have a presence on Google+ because Google looks to that as legitimate information and is good for your rankings, and it's easy to get found. Now, if you want to put a lot of interaction into Google+, totally great. Everybody's kind of on Facebook, so you could make sure you get a handle on that first. And then you put, or Roberta puts, or we put our story, our video, our script up on Google+ and send out a tweet. So now you have that story. It's on the blog. It's got a video. It's on YouTube with a script. You've tweeted about that. It's on Facebook with the same video. See, it's the same piece of work. She's already done the work. Now it's just a matter of where can we get it? Where can we get it? Where can we get it? Does this story work for LinkedIn groups? depends on what kind of LinkedIn groups Roberta is part of. Something like this a lot of times works well on LinkedIn if you're sort of telling the story about the business, that, you know, how you're doing the business, taking a different kind of frame for it. And in fact, I'm going to see in the next 2 weeks or so, we can't have, let me make sure he's not on the call right now, can't have my good friend Ted Padromo, who is he's the LinkedIn expert. We'll see if we can't get him to come on the call briefly for a few minutes, talk about LinkedIn storytelling specifically for business with a little bit of bent like that. So let me check the chat. Everyone doing all right? I see Megan's put Scrubs Body into the chat. Perfect. She'll also add Animoto and the Scrubs Body stuff into the Facebook group, so so it's easy to check those out. And there's a lot of little video tools that you can use. I'd start looking at the App Store, and we'll probably start digging into the video tools that we use here. Sorry, we have a little focus issue today. As we go further, but there's so much stuff that you can do just right in your phone that there's no reason not to, you know, not to have a little fun with it. So the question, or what I'm hoping to share today, and is the idea that once you have the stories crafted, first of all, Roberta now has proven to herself and others that she can write stories, right? She was already doing this a little bit. If you take a look at her website, you can see that she's not a complete marketing newbie. That's totally obvious. She does some great stuff. But she's told me that the course and our conversations and the group has really enabled her to put a finer point on it. And that the response to that kind of thing has been really good. And most importantly, it feels good. I will speak for her. She told me that it feels good to be able to do this. Of course it does, because it's the passion. I mean, why would a perfectly sane woman go buy every product on the market, determine that she could do something better, and then invest all this money in starting a company with her sister to do something completely different when there are huge players already in the market? Because she cares, because she's passionate about it. I think she said to me, I don't want to misquote here, but something along the lines of, she realized how overpriced all this stuff was. And she's cheap. I'm cheap. Thrifty. I think thrifty is a better word. So the passion behind, hey, wait a second, I can do this. I can make something better. And she did, right? So that passion drives the story. As soon as you start putting the story down, then it becomes easy. And what she discovered is what I've discovered, but maybe you'll discover as well, is that we start with a story that is so big that we realize we can just start to kind of serve it a slice at a time, right? Just give a portion, say, hey, here's this little vignette, and see it identifies a problem. Oh, by the way, we provide a solution. And then in closing, go on over to scrubsbody.com and buy, or come on into my store and buy, or call me to make an appointment. Whatever the close is, it should be a call to action, always. It doesn't have to be obnoxious, like Sunday, Sunday, Sunday only, you have to buy now, 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 but ask people to do something. They're watching your video, they're reading your story, they're engaged, and quite frankly, most people are wandering around the planet waiting for somebody to tell them what to do. So if they're interested in your stuff, it's okay to say, hey, if you'd like some of this, here's how to buy it. It's more than okay. You owe it to them, because otherwise you just leave them hanging with a desire, an unfulfilled desire that you've created, exposed, identified for them. And you also owe it to yourself, right? We're all proud of what we do. And we're trying to navigate that little line between being proud of what we do and standing on the rooftops and bragging, right? Nobody wants to be, well, maybe some of us do, but most people don't want to be the guy that owns the used car lot in the big check jacket that routine, that nonsense. So, but we don't have to be that to do this. So, is that making sense? I just want to share how easy it was for Roberta to create a little arsenal really quick. I talked to her on the phone about this because I wanted to talk to everybody about this. And I realize a lot of people in the course are watching this in the replay room and not live, so totally great. Catch up whenever you can. We'll keep them live, of course. But I wanted to just share, once you have 3, 4, 5, 6 stories kind of in your pack, you can begin to retell them in different ways. You start to realize, as we break down in the course, the different stories that we need. You only need about 3, 5, 7 stories. That's it for your whole business. And then you just start telling them different ways from different points of view. And most importantly, sharing them. You got nothing to lose by sharing them on social media. And if you have a Facebook page, then absolutely post it on the business Facebook page. I think everybody knows that the organic reach of the Facebook pages for business is terrible. So, for instance, we have, I think, maybe 4,000 or 5,000 people on the Social Jumpstart Facebook page. From where they come, I do not know. All over the world, it's kind of weird. But when we post something on the Facebook page and it reaches 50 people, in context, that's pretty crappy. So we spend the $5 and promote it, and that gives us better reach. So you might want to consider that. And also, as important, since this is such a personal business that we do, share it to your personal page, right? I mean, you have to share business stuff on your personal page every single day, but your friends probably care about your business, are more able, I think. I glanced at a question. More able to follow along. Catherine, sorry, Fruga. Catherine says Fruga. Frugal. Oh, frugal. Yes. Catherine says, if I create case study video of a client's office, I would need a soft sell. Suggestions. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Depends on the client, right? Sometimes the simple directive for professional services, sorry to keep moving this around. I said I wouldn't lean on this. It depends on the client. So a massage therapist would more likely tell the story of, or get his clients or her clients to tell the story of the experience post-massage. A story is not, I know just where to put my thumbs and I lean on you with my elbow and I put a hot stone on the back of your neck. The story from a massage therapist is, and I come back to this because I've got 2 great massage therapists. So the story is, oh my goodness, I just had a massage with blank, and I feel so great compared to the way I did an hour ago. And then the story, or the close would be, hi, I'm a massage therapist that she's talking about. Call this number and book an appointment. I look forward to seeing you. Soft. What I object to in selling, not that I get to make those decisions, but what I find offensive is false sense of pressure, right? False scarcity. If you don't buy now, it's not going to be available. And people are starting not to believe that, like they didn't believe advertising. So the call to action, I think, is just that, nice and soft. Hi, come on in. We've identified the problem. So the case study video of that Catherine's talking about, a case study for a client. So in theory, the client's telling me about their customer, telling the camera or me about their customer and the results that customer's had. So they've identified a problem. Mary came to see us and she had a a green balloon growing out of her head. So we are specialists in removing green balloons growing out of your head. And look how great Mary looks. Here's a picture of her with a green balloon, without a green balloon. You see, I just make this stuff off the top of my head. Sorry, when it goes bad like this. And so then identified the problem, green balloon growing out of head. Identified the solution. We're experts at getting rid of the green balloon. And then the close there would just be, so if you have a green balloon growing out of your head, come on in and we'll get rid of it. We'll help your problem. We'll help you solve your problem. You'll feel better, look better. People will love you. People will run from you shrieking in the streets. I assure you, Megan is busy scribbling notes to keep me more on track next week because she's regretting this free form kind of thing. So, Catherine, I hope that was, I hope that's kind of helpful. I hope that makes sense. And I don't, you know, a lot of times we talk about, let me just see for a couple of, make sure I'm getting all the questions. It makes sense, I think, to ask for the sale, but not beat people over the head. It might be a green ball on the shelf. Catherine's crazy. So that's awesome. So it might be, it's totally okay to ask for the sale, because I believe, and I know this to be true too. I know, let me see if we can make that a little better focus. I know that, sorry for this, it's kind of tough to run all these little things. I know that I don't like the way it feels when somebody hounds me. I may buy something if I just need it, but then I'm in a commodity negotiation kind of purchase thing. When you suck people in to your world, which is exactly what you're doing, you're drawing them into your world with the story, then you don't have somebody who buys from you, you have a customer. And then having that customer is the repeat business, right? Most of the entrepreneurs I know, or many at least, and certainly our business model is not built on one-offs. So in the consulting side of our business, if we go do one little project for somebody, create one set of storytelling videos for a CEO or something, that's good, but much better is the clients that we develop that last for years. And so it's that kind of storytelling. And that respect, I think, when it comes to offering something for sale, that respect, I acknowledge that you are a sensible, educated, smart human being who's interested in this thing that I sell, that I create, that I love. If you'd like to have it, that would be awesome. Well, that's enough. That's enough, because I've already said, holy cow, I really want that thing that you have, and I'd like to have some more of it. So I think that probably answers Catherine's question a bit regarding the sales. So I want to be respectful of everybody's time. I'm going to scan real quick for some additional questions. We've been talking lately. We're 25 minutes into the rigorously less than 30 minutes call. So we've been talking a lot about sales and that process of not being afraid to ask for an order or make available a purchasing decision, right? It's so soft. It doesn't have to be. It's really just, this is what we do. Hey, do you want it? It's soft. And still, that is very uncomfortable for a lot of people. When I started selling my personal services, right, I'm the consultant going in, and we started Social Jumpstart in 2008. So all of a sudden, I've gone from a lifetime in selling advertising where if somebody said, no, Mike, I don't want those radio ads you're selling me. If somebody said no, I would think, you're an idiot. But when I began selling personal stuff that really mattered, consulting, ideas that I had created that really meant stuff for me, and they weren't interested, I was crushed. And then I learned to get over it. But I understand it doesn't feel so good. Get over it. What else? What else can we do? What else can we do to make your business grow, to make your stories more interesting, to get you more exposure? Let's talk about it on the Facebook group. I look forward to more stories. Maybe we'll hear from Catherine in the next week or two. And we have actually Peter is on the call. He's doing some interesting photo stuff. We'll have a look at that in the next couple weeks. And I wish everybody here today, barring any more last minute questions, we're good to go. I wish everybody a happy, prosperous Friday, relaxing weekend, and let's go kick some butt, make some money, meet some people, tell some stories. All right. Thanks. Cheers.